There's a chilling reality lurking beneath the surface of our daily interactions. Psychological predators walk among us, hidden in plain sight. These aren't the cartoonish villains of movies, but real people whose minds operate by entirely different rules. The dark triad. That dangerous convergence of narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy creates individuals perfectly adapted to exploit human kindness. They're in your workplace, your social circles, possibly even your bed, leaving a trail of emotional wreckage wherever they go. You've felt their presence before. That coworker who somehow always ends up with credit for your ideas, while subtly undermining you behind closed doors. The romantic partner who love-bombed you into devotion, then systematically dismantled your self-esteem. The friend who plays the perpetual victim while secretly orchestrating chaos in every relationship they touch. These aren't just difficult people. They're emotional vampires, feeding on your suffering while convincing you it's your own fault. The most dangerous aspect of dark triad personalities isn't their cruelty. It's their ability to make you doubt your own reality. They don't simply lie. They gaslight with such precision that you question your memory. They don't just take advantage. They engineer situations where you feel compelled to give, then make you feel guilty for not giving more. Their greatest weapon isn't their charm, but how they turn your own empathy against you. Recognizing these predators requires looking beyond surface behavior to their core patterns. The charismatic narcissist isn't confident. They're hollow constructs desperate for external validation. The strategic Machiavellian doesn't admire your intelligence. They study how to exploit it. The charming psychopath doesn't feel genuine connection. They analyze emotions like a scientist observing lab rats, learning exactly which buttons to push. Dark triad individuals follow a predictable three-phase hunting manual. First comes target selection. They scan for high-empathy individuals with strong loyalty patterns and a history of giving second chances. You're not chosen randomly. You're selected because your kindness makes you vulnerable. Next is psychological enmeshment. They create false intimacy through premature soulmate declarations and carefully crafted vulnerability. This isn't bonding. It's psychological anchoring designed to make you emotionally dependent. Finally comes the discard phase. Once they've drained you of resources, attention, or whatever else they wanted, they vanish or manufacture a situation where you're forced to cut them off. But here's the life-changing truth. Dark triad predators aren't invincible. They operate from a playbook, and once you understand it, you can turn their strategies against them. The key lies in recognizing that these individuals don't want relationships. They want supply. They don't seek connection. They crave control. This fundamental difference in motivation is their greatest weakness. The first rule of survival is to stop feeding the beast. Dark triad personalities thrive on emotional reactions. Your anger, your sadness, your confusion all provide the narcissistic supply they crave. The gray rock method works because it starves them of this emotional payoff. Become boring. Give them no drama, no emotional reactions, no satisfying conflicts to exploit. Document everything, because they rely on rewriting history, and written records destroy this ability. The second rule is understanding that closure is a myth with these individuals. Normal human relationships sometimes end with mutual understanding, but dark triad relationships only end when they stop being useful to the predator. Seeking explanations or apologies only provides them with another opportunity to manipulate. The healthiest closure you'll get is the realization that some people are psychological black holes. No amount of light will ever be enough. Rebuilding after dark triad abuse requires more than just removing the toxic person. It demands rewiring your own detection systems. Predators target empaths, because they know these individuals often ignore their gut instincts in favor of giving others the benefit of the doubt. The single most important skill you can develop is to trust that initial feeling of something's not right here, rather than rationalizing it away. The aftermath of these relationships often leaves victims with what psychologists call narcissistic abuse syndrome, a specific form of PTSD that includes hypervigilance, emotional flashbacks, and shattered self-esteem. Healing isn't about returning to who you were before, but about integrating this hard-won knowledge of human darkness into a wiser, more resilient version of yourself. There's an unexpected gift in surviving dark triad abuse. Once you've seen the playbook, you can never be truly fooled again. The charming facade that works on others will look transparent to you. The pity plays that manipulate your friends will ring hollow. You'll develop what security experts call pattern recognition, the ability to spot predatory behavior before it gets close enough to harm you. The world wants you to believe these predators are rare, that most people are fundamentally good. But the uncomfortable truth is that dark triad traits exist on a spectrum, and many otherwise normal people use these tactics when it serves them. The true survival skill isn't just spotting the full-blown narcissist or psychopath. It's recognizing these manipulation patterns in everyday interactions. This isn't about becoming paranoid or cynical. It's about developing what intelligence professionals call strategic awareness, understanding human nature in all its complexity, both light and dark. The healthiest response isn't to distrust everyone, but to refine your trust, to give it carefully rather than indiscriminately. The final irony? In learning to protect yourself from psychological predators, you often develop deeper, more authentic relationships than ever before. When you stop tolerating manipulation, you make space for genuine connection. When you enforce healthy boundaries, you attract people who respect them. And when you recover from dark triad abuse, you gain an emotional radar that most people spend their entire lives lacking. Remember this: predators don't prey on the strong, they prey on the available. By understanding their tactics, recognizing their patterns, and most importantly, by valuing yourself enough to walk away, you remove yourself from their hunting grounds permanently. And that's the ultimate victory. Not revenge, not hatred, but simple, unshakable freedom. If this resonates with your experiences, take action today. Start a journal documenting suspicious behaviors you've noticed. The first step to breaking free is seeing the patterns clearly. Share this with someone who might need to hear it. You could save them years of pain. They want you to believe you're the problem. You're not. The real question is, how much longer will you let them get away with it? The clock is ticking, and every moment you stay trapped in their web is another piece of yourself you'll need to reclaim later. The time to act is now.